ambitious would you say you are when it comes to pursuing your goals? Because depending on whether you are over ambitious or less ambitious with your goals, the way you pursue your goals is going to look very different. So, in this episode, we're going to look at how to be ambitious enough without being over ambitious or less ambitious. That way, you will be able to pursue your life goals in a much better, healthier, and a happier way. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to Up It and another episode of the Actionables podcast. My name is Payden. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning viewer or a listener, you know that I love you and thank you so much for tuning back in. This channel brings you mindset coaching tips that can help you move toward your life goals. So if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time we bring you content like this. And with that, let's get into this episode. Starting off, I just want to remind you that I'm going to be talking about being over ambitious or being slightly less ambitious purely from a personality style point of view. And there are absolutely no judgments here whatsoever. So being ambitious is all about understanding one's aspirations and then following it up with proper execution to get a desired outcome. On one end of this ambition spectrum, one would probably set too unrealistic goals for themselves and be over ambitious. Or on the other hand, somebody might be not ambitious enough or setting way too easy goals or not setting goals at all. And of course, we know that being on either end of the spectrum is just being extreme. Being over ambitious can actually hurt you because setting unrealistic goals and not being able to reach them is a big blow to your confidence. And being less ambitious can equally hurt you because then you don't fully explore your potential and you may not even pursue your goals which you actually want to achieve for yourself. Both ends are extreme. You don't have to be over ambitious or less ambitious. We can strike a balance. Before we jump ahead, I'd like to know from you about your ambition levels when it comes to pursuing your goals. So drop me a comment below and let me know and help a girl out, will you? So a healthy dose of ambition would look something like this. In order to achieve a goal, you would first have to set realistic goals for yourself. We've done a whole different video on how to set realistic goals. You can check that out later. Once you've set realistic goals for yourself, it is about analyzing some key aspects of that goal itself. And what are they? Let's jump into what those are right now. The first one is the right intensity of difficulty. With whatever you're trying to achieve, how difficult is it really to achieve this goal? Now, you would know this intuitively. Also, if what you're trying to achieve is not challenging enough, that you'll not fully realize your potential, and plus it will be boring. So you've got to figure out whether whatever you're trying to achieve, the intensity of difficulty is right. Now, right here will be subjective. Set goals which are challenging enough, but not too challenging and not too easy. Now, you will have to figure out the right balance for you. Second is your level of discontentment. Now, ask yourself, what is it that you know deep down that needs to be different when it comes to this specific goal of yours? You know this intuitively again, that something has got to give, something needs to change. Lean in and discover what you're not satisfied with currently and seek to improve it. You just have to figure out what is it that you are most unhappy, not satisfied with when it comes to the way you've been pursuing your specific life goals. And it all starts with figuring out how dissatisfied you are with the status quo. Only then can you start making a real change. Remember, your level of discontentment can really fuel your conviction toward pursuing your goals if you are willing to look at it closely. And the final aspect to your goal is the level of growth. Ask yourself whether this goal will actually help you grow. Growth can be in terms of acquiring specific skills or even growth as a person. So if your goal expands you, expands your skills, your mindset, then that's brilliant. However, if your goal is not going to contribute to you in any way, then you may want to reconsider. The key thing to consider here is to have a balanced approach when it comes to your levels of being ambitious about your goals. Finally, looking at these three aspects, you can really determine your level of ambition toward your goals. You don't want to go overboard and go crazy and risk yourself getting burnt out. Neither do you want to go so easy on yourself that you don't even start to pursue something that you really want deep down. So in the end, I meant what I said, that whether you're being over ambitious or whether you're being less ambitious, as long as you're pursuing your goals and you're having fun doing it, you do you. So that's a wrap on this episode. I really hope it resonated with you. If it did, don't forget to leave me a comment below. I love hearing from you guys. So till next week, I hope you'll remember that what you want matters and it's really up to you to make it happen. Stay happy and stay healthy. I'll see you in the next one.